It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the New York Liberty. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. And even for teams assured of a playoff spot at this point in the season, there are still challenges.
Well, and I think for coaches, it's a tough job. I mean, you got to keep your team focused and sharp before the playoffs.
And staying healthy is a big priority. It's always a balancing act when it's this late in the season.
Now here is Ionescu. From down low, one up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
This is her game. Ionescu is a scorer and stays active on offense. You love her confidence.
Pass to Brown. Hull, defended by Laney. Now here's Breezy. Tries it from 19. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Please, please don't take your eyes off her because she can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Now here is Stewart. She's guarded by Boston. Left side, Stewart. Laney on the wing. Clock at 6. Cameron, Breezy covering. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And another basket for Indiana.
Well, you don't really expect Cloud to miss a wide open shooter because she's got great vision on the court.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Outside Stewart. Laney. Back to Stewart. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Pass to Boston. Back to Cloud. Boston, defended by Stewart. Cloud with it. Over Ionescu. Cloud can't get it to go. On offense, here the Liberty. Trailing by 2. And when you think about Breanna Stewart, immediately you think of a winner.
Already, she's one of the all-time winners in the history of basketball. Think about this. 4 titles in 4 college seasons. Multiple WNBA championships. Multiple gold medals at the games. I mean, she won it all by the time she was like 23, 24.
Now here's Breezy. She's got 6. Pass to Cloud. Back to Boston. It's stolen by Stewart. Cameron. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. To the inside. A nice shot by Cloud.
4 of 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside Stewart. Good.
What a nice pass. Stewart is really a multifaceted talent who provides whatever the team needs.
Here's Breezy. Pass to Boston. Now Brown. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Brown with the screen. 3-pointer, Natasha Cloud. On grabs the miss. And it's New York's ball. Cameron. She's covered by Cloud. It's tipped. Ionescu uses the glass to finish the layup.
Given Ionescu's soft touch around the rim, defenses have to be extra careful about letting her inside.
Pass to Boston. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
Boston.
The Liberty trail. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stewart. Over Boston. Misses off the right iron.
Strong work defensively in the low post. You got to be tough down there in the paint.
And she was, mainly because she doesn't want to give up any easy buckets. I mean, she will fight you tooth and nail.
Back to Ionescu. On with the ball. Down low. Shot is good by Ionescu.
Putting her incredible height to good use. Zhu looks over the defense and distributes accordingly.
And here's Indiana. They trail by one. Pass to Hole. Breezy with it. Score the basket. Her fourth, and she's only missed one of her 5 shots tonight.
And at 4 of 5 now, we're looking at a nice start offensively, and she looks ready to make an impact.
Ionescu has it. She has 6. Six to shoot. Cameron. No good with the triple.
Oh, man. That's one she'd like to have over.
Here's the 3. Breezy gets the bucket.
A premier passer. Cloud racks up an assist. Really puts her teammates in great positions to score.
On offense, here the Liberty. A 4-point game. Ionescu outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
That's her 4th straight make right off the bat. She's setting a pretty high standard for herself.
It's the type of start you hope for, no question.
Now here's Cloud. Brown up top. Hole. Up top, Breezy. And another basket for Indiana.
Nice ball movement from Hull. Terrific at recognizing when her teammates are open.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Cloud. Ionescu up top. 9 points in the game. The Fever pull it in.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Pass to Breezy. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. And that one's good. Stewart. The Fever with the lead. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
big group substitution here for Indiana. Now here's a me here. Guarded closely. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
She's all over that shot. Had it read the whole way and gets the position she needs to make the play.
And so it's New York with it. They trail by 1. Johnson outside. Pass to Ionescu. Fires from deep. Me here grabs the board.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
The National Player of the Year in college, Sabrina Ionescu was a triple-double machine at Oregon.
Shattering the all-time record for collegiate triple-doubles, Ionescu was the first ever 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 1,000 assists player ever. And she has brought that versatility from the college game here to the pro game.
This is what Boston brings to your team. So much confidence in securing the offensive board.
Ionescu outside. Passed Alema. Five to shoot. Back to Ionescu. Takes the 3. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, including a nifty 5 for 7.
She's looking pretty confident out there, huh? 5 of 7 so far from the field.
Here's Melbourne. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Right wing. Here's Walker. They get it again.
Well, even though Boston has improved her range over the years, her bread and butter is wearing down smaller opponents in the paint.
And this will be her second and third shots at the line here.
Boston.
And the first one at the line is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both shots good from the stripe. New York trailing here. Pass to Stewart. Johnson. Rivers. Rebounded by the Fever. Now Melbourne. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Breezy. Shot clock at 6. From 20 feet out. Good on the jump shot.
What a start to this game. All offense early.
Yeah, this is just playground stuff. Forget about defending. Just keep letting it fly.
That's okay with me.
Stewart inside. Me here on her. And the shot goes in.
Not a lot of players these days operate in this space, but Stewie just loves the in-between shots.
Inside. Breezy. The layup missed. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Fever on top, up by 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
It's been a well-oiled machine on offense for them so far.
And they've kept the ball moving and their opponents chasing it. You know, it's kind of like a dog chasing their tail, just can't get enough. That's how they've piled up the points.
Now here's Aleman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Stewart. Rivers. And that misses. That would have put them up.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
The Fever with the lead. And here's Melbourne. Guarded by Savali. Good on the bucket.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
And the Liberty with possession here. Past Aleman. Stewart. She's covered by me here. Unloads. And it's Stewart missing. Here's Melbourne. She's guarded by Aleman. Savali with the steal. To the wing on the left. Rivers gets it to go from downtown.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Here's Melbourne. She's guarded by Aleman. Pass to Breezy. Puts it up from 17. The shot will not fall.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
And she'll be the first to tell you that's one she should have buried.
And they take the lead. Here's Melbourne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Now here's Breezy. Defense is right there. Good for another basket. She's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. New York calls timeout. Here's Aleman. Johnson outside. Pass to Stewart. The 3 is up. The Fever pull it in. Now Melbourne. She hasn't scored yet, That, I'm sure, will change. And here's me here. Defended by Stewart. Now Breezy. Elbow shot. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now here's Johnson. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, this is what Stewart is, a big-time scorer. She's averaged more than 20 points per game in her career.
Here's Melbourne. She's guarded by Alaman. Here's Breezy. That shot is good, and she has made 8 while only missing 4. That's 67% shooting. Pass to Stewart. The 9-foot shot. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
At 6'4", with her abilities, it's almost impossible to stop Stewart down low.
And it's the fever ball. And one of the league's best players, Stewart, is the kind of star who can single-handedly help you contend for a title.
Well, she knows what it takes to get there and finish the job. Now, she does need some help because teams are too good now. You need that balance. But when you have it, she will lead you into the championship discussion every single time.
New York trailing here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stewart with the screen. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. And that one's good. Sabali.
Strong rebounding, and she gets the easy putback as a result.
So it's Indiana now. Pass to Brown. Breezy. Misses from close range. And she gets the bucket.
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
New York calls timeout. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hull. Pass to Breezy. And stolen by Laney. Outside Stewart. From 6 feet. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
She's having quite the quarter here. Shooting the ball really well and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
The Fever with the lead. To the left side wing. And here's Hull. Breezy. They get it back. And the basket by Brown.
I wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
That's a good question. It's been their edge, no doubt. And in a close game like this, you just look for every edge you can find.
Now here's Ionescu. 12 points for her. Laney outside. Pass to Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. The shot misses. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. Here's Breezy. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Brianna Stewart.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here's Ionescu. That's in, coming off an assist from Honshu.
She is definitely making her presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
Indiana with the ball. Out to the wing. Hull with the ball. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Ionescu. Pass to Laney. Back to Stewart. She makes her 9th shot of the game, and she has missed only 4.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Now here's Breezy. He's got 24. Hull with the bucket.
A textbook feed to Hull, who was all set up, ready to shoot.
And here's Ionescu. New York calls timeout. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
She continues to burn them with her scoring. The coaching staff is going to have to come up with a different defensive approach.
Cameron, Breezy covering. Cloud pulls it in.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Now here's Breezy. And again, it's Indiana converting.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Hahn. Back to Ionescu. Up top, Laney. 5 on the clock. Cameron. Breezy covering. New York, no good that time either.
Well, this is a day that she would like to forget. Just hasn't had the energy to get it done out there. Still without a point.
With lots of players sitting out that 2020 wobble year, there was so much opportunity for others.
And really, one that took advantage was Benijah Laney, averaging over 17 points per game, tripling her previous outputs, and she parlayed that into a 2021 All-Star Game 9. Incredible.
Ionescu gets the bucket.
She's picking up where she left off in the first quarter, from downtown at least.
Timeout called the Fever. The Fever with the lead. Loud outside. Brown up top. Pass to Melbourne. Brown with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Over Ionescu. Indiana again missing.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
On. She's covered by Brown. Pass to Laney. Now here is Ionescu. And a great assist by Laney as that one goes in.
What a decision from Laney, moving the ball, creating a great look.
Indiana with the ball. Here's Melbourne. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Boston. Misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay. Pass to Ionescu. The three. Hole with the rebound.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
And here's Melbourne. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Boston. That's good, and she's now 3 for 4 from the floor.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
Now Ionescu. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer. And that ties it up.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
You know, she can get to the rim as well as anybody in this league. But in the first half, she got to the rim a lot.
Yeah, and that's where her points were coming. So the defense just has to do a better job of challenging her at the rim. No easy buckets.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. Ionescu outside. Pass to Hahn for the lead. The rebound by Breezy. Cloud outside. Here's Breezy. From 11 feet away, she gets that one.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Ionescu has it. Screen by Stewart. And Sabrina Ionescu, good for three.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Now here's Cloud. Pass to Boston. Brown up top. Hull. Plenty of space. And they're the Fever with another bucket.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
Here's Ionescu. 25 points in the game. third quarter of basketball. We're about 1.5 minutes in. Can't cash in the 10-foot jumper. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Brown. Breezy, covered by Ionescu.
Cameron, first personal foul, teams first. First team foul.
On defense, New York. Here's Cloud. Now here's Breezy. 30 points in the game. They get the rebound. Back to Cloud. 6 to shoot. Pass to Boston. Another shot, and she lays it in.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Now here is Ionescu. Laney on the wing. Stewart with the screen. Here's Laney. The rebound by Breezy.
Still cold from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
The three-pointer is on target.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front. And it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Now here's Ionescu. High post on Shu. Shot to stop the run. And they pick up 2.
Busting out the quick release. Sue can catch and shoot the ball in a hurry.
So it's Indiana now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And we all know about Sabrina's prowess coming out of college and, of course, her idol, the late, great Kobe Bryant.
Well, the bond that Ionescu had with Kobe before turning pro was incredibly special. And she still carries that drive and passion for perfection.
A great 1-2 punch, beautiful pass, and nasty jam.
That's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam on the other end.
It really was a case of great defense triggering some instant offense.
And she sure is causing some havoc out there.
Now here's Hahn. Cloud pulls it in. Pass to Breezy. Now here's Brown. And here's Breezy. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Here's Boston. She's covered by Hahn. Clock at 4. The second chance effort. Honshu with some nice defense. The Liberty trail. Ionescu outside. Screen by Stewart. 11 feet out. That one wide left.
They hold a huge advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they've really dominated the glass, and that's been the key to this lead.
Hull with the bucket.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
And the Liberty with possession here. New York calls timeout. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
She has continued to wear them out inside. They got to figure out how they plan to contain her.
All right, this is coming out of the court. Now for your breaker history. Let's go inside the dance crew. Make some noise, fans.
Past Alama. Here's Stewart. The 19-foot shot. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time she's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Well, we know about Stewart's game down low, but don't sleep on her jumper. She's a shooter who prides herself on efficiency.
Now here's Breezy. She has 35. Yep, that one goes.
I mean, she scored most of their points herself. Her offense is a big part of her team's recipe for success.
Now here is Ionescu. Breezy covering. Past Alama. Stewart with the ball. Over Boston. Again, the Liberty good for two.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Now here's Boston. She's got 11. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, it's Indiana converting.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Alima. Pass to Stewart.
Fever foul. Ryan. First personal foul. Team's first team foul.
To the wing, right side. Ionescu outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alima. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
One of the best young playmakers in the league. Ionescu makes passes that other players simply can't.
Pass to Boston. Brown. Now Breezy. And there the Fever with another bucket.
Performing at such a high level. They've got her to thank for this lead.
Ionescu outside. On with the ball. Brown's there. Cameron. Offensive rebound. Here's Stewart. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's on Aaliyah Boston.
I'm always telling younger players, utilize the pump fake. Stewart understands that because she's an offensive juggernaut.
The first one falls.
One of the game's best players. Stewart is the type of player you build your franchise around.
Both good at the line. The Fever leading. And here's Melbourne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. 18 feet out. Here's Boston. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. No, get a little physical. Show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number 1. Effort, nothing easy inside.
Now here's Ionescu. 25 points in the game. Over to the left wing. Here's Alima. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Melbourne. Banked in off the glass.
They've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
It has. They've done a good job recognizing anytime they've had numbers and then taking advantage. We've seen it again and again.
And the Liberty with possession here. 9-point game. Ionescu up top. Sabali. Back to Ionescu. Pass to Alemán. The tray nailed from three-point land.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Now here's Cloud. And it's Breanna Stewart with the rebound.
Anybody want to bet that she won't miss that shot the next time she takes it?
Pass to Ionescu. Off target from three-point range. And here's Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Boston with it. Shoots over Alemán. Finds the bottom of the bucket from about 13 feet out.
That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
Now here's Alemán. 9 points in the game. Here's Stewart. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
And how huge has she been to give her team a lift?
Yeah, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for her efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now here's Cloud. Defense right on her. Boston up top. Pass to Melbourne. Just 5 to shoot. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
I like when Boston is selfless like this. So good at connecting with open teammates.
Here's Alemán. Stewart. She's covered by me here.
First personal foul, team's first. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Kennedy sinks the triple. And we've reached the end of the third. The Fever on top, up 6. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Now Melbourne. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
All the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
They've found holes in the D, and they're really exploiting them.
Pass to Stewart. Beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Now Breezy puts it up from 12, and another basket for Indiana.
Really smart. Draw the defender out to the perimeter because inside there's just too much size for her to be effective.
Exactly. You know, if she finds her spot on the perimeter and doesn't force things, Her outside shot is going to be hard to block no matter who is on her.
Now here is Stewart. Cans it from downtown.
Look, she didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left her a look, and she nailed it.
And it's the Fever ball. They lead by 7. Out to the wing. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Breezy. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Stewart. Alema. Sabali the screen. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Johnson. Past Alema. Fires for three. And again, it's New York with a three.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down threes. Another three from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the three-point shot today.
Breezy can't hit.
Didn't come away with points, but they'd be happy if every possession ended with that shot.
Johnson outside. Alema lets it go from deep. That's no good. It's her second miss. She's made 4. Pass to me here. McLeod. Johnson defending. Right at the free throw line. Breezy gets the bucket.
And this game has really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Yeah, well, no one's ever going to argue with more offense, and that's exactly what we're getting.
I'm not going to argue with you, Brian. Let's see more offense.
Now here's Johnson. Around 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Here's Stewart. The Fever pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. It's Melbourne. The three-pointer off the mark.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And again, it's the Liberty missing.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
To the right side. Shoots from the elbow. Breezy gets the bucket.
Shooting as well as she has from the floor in a game this tight, you just have to think that she's going to be a factor till the very end.
Johnson outside. Alema. Let's go with a three. That's another one for her. Her fifth in just 7 shots.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Here's Breezy, and they're the Fever with another bucket.
They're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, just drilling those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, 8 of their last 10 points from the mid-range.
Now here's Sabali. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here's Melbourne. Pass to me here. Now here's Breezy. Here's Melbourne. They set the pick. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
The Liberty trail. Aleman with it. Pass to Stewart. Wide open look. The shot, no good. Loud outside. And here's Boston. Back to Cloud. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the 3-second violation.
New York ball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's New York with it, trailing by 5. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stewart. Shot clock at 5. Cameron drains the three-pointer.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And it's the Fever ball. Now here's Breezy. It's good.
She came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half for her so far.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Stewart. Here's Hahn. Good, and Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Great job to find the open teammate. Stewie has very solid vision.
The Fever with the lead. Out to the right wing. Here's Brown. Hull with the ball. Shoots a 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Big time hoop. Lexi Hull more than ready for prime time.
And the Liberty with possession here. Now here is Ionescu. Laney outside from downtown. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Big time from Laney, sensing the moment and delivering.
And here's Cloud. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
You know, they've been a little loose with the ball here. They haven't been patient. They've been forcing things, and it's led to a lot of turnovers. They need to slow down and relax.
New York on D. 2-point game. Boston right side. Pass to Brown. Goes back up. Unable to get that one to go. Honshu with some nice defense.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
Back to Stewart. Shoots over Breezy. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
These are the huge moments Brianna Stewart lives for. She's played in big games her entire life and doesn't shy away from the big shot.
Now here's Cloud. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
You can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, they really hurt.
A crucial possession with time ticking down.
They want to put themselves in front right here.
Ionescu, right side. Pass to Hahn. Back to Ionescu. And they double up Sabrina Ionescu. 5 on the clock. Lady outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Cloud. Sinks that one from the post.
She can beat you with the pass. She can beat you with the basket. Makes Cloud a great option down the stretch. Keeps the D on their toes.
Here's Ionescu. To the middle. Stewart. And the shot count. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
Puts them up. It's a 1-point game now.
She's the player you want at the charity stripe in that situation. I got no doubt about that.
Pass to Breezy. The fader. The rebound by the Liberty.
The fadeaway, about her only option once she decided to shoot. Defender had very good position.
Back to Ionescu. And here is Stewart. Started by Boston. Stewart inside, working on Boston.
Courageous in the clutch. I don't think Stewart is bothered by pressure moments.
Cloud outside to the paint. It's in! And that shot brings them within just one.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never for them.
Now here is Stewart. He started by Boston. It's good!
They still have a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, that strategy wouldn't be bad to use if they needed to.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Yeah, what's your take, guys?
They got two options. Take the 3 to tie it, or get a quick 2 that's out.
And if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 wouldn't be a bad call, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
It has to come immediately. You cannot waste a second.
With the ball. They trail by 3. Boston sets a screen.
Count it! Huge! Aaliyah Boston answering the call.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
No, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
Put them up 2.
And this is where Stewart shines. The bigger the moment, the more she wants to come through.
And so she drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Three-pointer Natasha Cloud. The 3 won't fall. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
No other option, though. They did a good job getting it in her hands and making sure she was the one who'd go to the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Love seeing Ionescu step up to the plate right here. She knows her team is depending on her.
And she hits both free throws. And it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And so it's New York winning this one. And they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, there were some times that momentum shifted either way, especially early on. But give the team credit for sticking right with the game plan and finishing the job.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.